Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? For the cheapest coins anywhere, check out MMOEXP.com and use code ZERK for 5% off your order. Link is in the description. Hey guys, we have my first lineup update of College Football 25. Now, I do want to give a shout out to Mitchell McBroom for being a part of the Noti Gang. If you guys want a chance to shout out in the next video, drop a like in the vid. Make sure you guys are sub to the channel, notification bell on, and comment down below, Noti Gang. Also guys, Underdog just dropped 4 more NFL Week 1 discount specials. You guys have until next Monday to take advantage of these. They're also going to be dropping a bunch of other discount specials this week. So if you guys are not already on Underdog, you're missing out. And if you guys sign up right now using only code ZERK, you guys will get this Dak Prescott 0.5 passing yard special for NFL Week 1. And you guys will also get up to $250 in bonus funds and a 0.5 new user special. So only with code ZERK will you guys get 2.5 specials right now, and you'll be ready for all of the upcoming code ZERK exclusive specials. So let's get into this. Let me go over my team with you guys. Now, you guys can see the squad that I'm rocking out with. Obviously, when it comes to the players, right, I'm running over the abilities. I have all that, why I'm not using abilities on certain players, but you'll notice one group in particular that I don't have the highest overalls at, and there's a reason for that. We'll get into that. But starting off, quarterback, yeah, Lamar Jackson. Best QB in the game, all right, incredible, 86 speed, 85 throw power, good accuracies. Card is really good. Abilities, nothing. I'm running no abilities on Lamar Jackson. And you might say, why? If you guys did not already see the video I posted, I did post a video actually going over abilities that you guys need to try out. It's not titled the best abilities, it's abilities you guys need to try out, because obviously, I don't know the best abilities, right? Nobody knows the best abilities. The game has not been out long enough, and on top of that, in terms of abilities right now, there really aren't many that even activate a ton. I did talk about a couple in that video, which you'll see me talk about in this video as well. But yeah, I tried some different ones on QBs, and yeah, I didn't really care for any of them. I tried this Magician one, Slight Agility Boost, and Standard Pocket Movement. I didn't really notice it, and obviously with these abilities that are bronze, they don't pop up a lot. And then the same thing with silver ones, they pop up a little bit more frequently, and then obviously as they get up in overalls, we'll get higher tier abilities that will activate more, so then we'll kind of see which abilities to run then. But as for right now, I don't really feel like there's anything worth using on Lamar Jackson, just my personal opinion. Then of course we have Quinshon Judkins, who is, in my opinion, the best card in the entire game. 89 speed, 89 excel. You can see that I do have some strategy cards as well, which are going to boost up some of these players' overalls and also some of the stats, which is how I have 76 catching right here. I did make a video going over the best strategy cards to use. You guys can check that video out. In terms of abilities, this is one that I do think is worth running on running backs. Shifty. Slightly increased ability to maintain speed during cuts and turns. And I'll tell you right now, it's bronze. It activates all the time. Like almost every single play. When I'm running with Judkins and I turn up the field, it helps me, you know, maintain my speed, hit that edge, and beat defenders up the sideline. In wide receivers, we have Luther Burden, Mike Evans, and Randy Moss. Now, on Burden and also Randy Moss, I am running Takeoff. Takeoff gives you slightly quicker release off the line when not being pressed. I think also similar to Shifty, I think it is worth using in my personal opinion. I've seen it activate quite a bit. Again, right now, abilities, you know, I'm not sure on the best ones to run, but I just know Takeoff activates, and it helps me get some speed. If you're not being pressed there, you know, running a streak with someone like Burden or Moss that obviously probably will have an advantage of speed on the cornerback, unless we're talking about like Will Johnson out there. It's pretty nice to have out there. So I definitely like Takeoff. I think it's worth using. Burden, incredible. He's the best wide receiver in the game. Probably will be the best wide receiver in the game for, I don't know, probably the next 3 weeks or so, until we start to get similar wide receivers with 88 speed or so. He's still the best. Also, if you guys have not already checked out ghostlifestyle.com, you can use code ZERK for 20% off on their products. They have protein powders, energy, hydration drinks for the summer, are absolutely incredible if you're gonna be out there on the beach, gonna be doing literally anything outside. Highly, highly recommend you guys go ahead and check out the hydrations. A lot of good flavors, kiwi strawberry, Sour Patch Kids. Obviously, I love Sour Patch. I'm a big sour guy myself. Check them out, ghostlifestyle.com. Use code ZERK for 20% off. Link is down below in the comments section. Those are my receivers, Mike Evans, Moss, and also Luther Burden. I also have A.D. Mitchell here at wide receiver 4, Singleton at halfback 2, and then also Donovan Edwards right there at running back 3. You'll notice I don't have a fullback really, it's just a tight end. That's just because I don't use a fullback, so doesn't matter there. Offensive line. Now, this is the position you guys will notice that I don't really have a lot of high overalls in. I do have, of course, the Jonah Minham, which I pulled from the pack glitch that happened like first week of the game. Aside from that, though, 80 overall, 81, 82, you don't need to get the highest overall offensive line. You just straight up don't. Right tackle, I think I pulled this guy, Reed Holsky. I believe I pulled him, so that's the only reason I have him. Otherwise, I had this 81 overall, who was my starter until I pulled him. Tight end, I have Jace Amaro, we have Brock Bowers, and then we have Pimpton as well, who is my tight end number 3. I did just post a video today, by the way, going over the best player at every position currently in College 1225 Ultimate Team. I think Jace Amaro is probably the best tight end in the game. I know people like Mark Andrews. For me personally, I'll take the speed, okay? Getting that 2 speed for how I personally use the card, I'll take the speed over everything else that Mark Andrews has to offer. By the way, yeah, I just now went ahead and put Pimpton right there at fullback because he's better than that other tight end I had right there. So now we have an 80 overall fullback. On to the defense, though. The defense, well, the names look good. We still don't get stops. We have at safety, Derwin James and Minkah Fitzpatrick. Now, these guys have played really good. I got to say, though, Minkah has made some crazy plays for me, which I still get like 20 points a game dropped on me, all right? It doesn't matter who you have on defense. Defense in this game right now is so hard. Trying, like, pursuit angles, terrible. Trying to stop the run, it's awful. Trying to stop the pass, it's awful. Kick returns, I mean, what are you going to do about it? Minkah Fitzpatrick, though, has been very, very good for me. I do run on my defense, by the way. Normally, right now, I'm running 3-3 stack out of nickel. So currently, at my linebacker position, I have 3 linebackers slash sub linebackers that are actually going to be up for me. That's Ray Lewis, Kendricks, and Caleb Downs. Caleb Downs actually plays in the box for me. Then, as pass rushers, I have 3 people that actually play defensive linemen. That would be Colin Oliver, Carter, and Myles Garrett. Now, Deion Walker, I just got at level 40 out of the field pass. I just finally got this card. He's playing DT for me. If my opponent is like a big time runner of the football, and I'll kind of switch it up a little bit. You might catch me running a little bit of 3-4. You might catch me running a little bit of other formations, some other nickel formations where Deion Walker is going to be on the field because he's 348 pounds. Like, he's just massive. So if my opponent is running the ball a lot, he is definitely going to be out there. And then, as I said, Colin Oliver, Abdul Carter. Now, in terms of abilities on defense, again, defense is just hard, man. But I do have an outside disruptor on Abdul Carter, and I have an inside disruptor on Myles Garrett. So if they do get a, single team, if they're not doubled, right, and you try to run it to the outside where Carter's at, sometimes it does work. Myles Garrett, same thing on the interior. He kind of just, takes the center and basically just throws him out of the play. It's not like Madden 24 inside stuff where, you basically will throw the guy off and then make the tackle. It kind of takes Myles Garrett out of the play as well, but instead of getting him pushed back, right, he just throws the center basically. And then it essentially takes a double team to kind of counteract him. So it's a defense that has worked somewhat for me. I like Ray Lewis. I like Kendricks as well. Derwin James, as I said, has played phenomenal. Okay, he's played really good. Cornerbacks, we have Jalen Ramsey, Will Johnson, and we also have Dalen Everett out here. Now, I got to say, Ramsey has played phenomenal. I do have Ball Hawk on him and also Will Johnson. He has slightly improved ability to break after a pass has been released. I've seen it activate sometimes. Okay, again, defensive abilities for sure. Just not great. Definitely don't activate, I think, as much as offensive abilities with takeoff and shifty. 86, speed 85 excel, 87 man 84 zone, 6'1". It's only a matter of time until we get a champion that's going to come out. That's going to be a corner that will definitely compete with Ramsey for being the best cornerback in the game, aside from Will Johnson. And then we have Dalen Everett right here. This card's played phenomenal for me. 83 speed 85 excel, 83 man 85 zone, 6'1". Honestly, it might just be the positions that I put him in. But I gotta say, out of these 3 corners, okay, which Everett is my slot corner, between Ramsey, Everett, and Will Johnson, I think Everett actually has, the most interceptions for my team. He just played pretty good. And then, as I said, guys, we have Myles Garrett, Deion Walker right here. My DT2 doesn't matter. He never will see the field. My left end right here, Van, he also will likely very rarely ever touch the field for me, so it just doesn't really matter. Then kickers, we have Todd Polino, who I'm actually likely going to be upgrading here very soon, because, yeah, I definitely need a little bit better kicker. We also have Oliver Straw right here at my punter, which, who punts anymore? Long snapper. You can see who I have at kick returner. I actually need to sub Judkins back in here at kick returner number 2. So he's going to be right there. Specialist, you can see how I have things set up. Slot receivers, Mike Evans. My rush left end, rush DT, sub linebackers right there. Strategy cards, you guys can see I am running the Arizona Wildcats offense. I have multiple D on defense, and then I have the wide receivers and the DBs strategy cards. Visuals, I change these up. It kind of just depends on you know, what gameplay I'm doing, I will just kind of change the uniforms. Currently still rocking the Louisville Cardinals from the Lamar Jackson gameplay. But with that being said, guys, that is my very first lineup update of College Football 25. Basically, like I said, you know, don't have to go all out on the O-line. You just don't have to. I think Lamar Jackson is the best QB in the game. Judkins is the best card in the game. Mike Evans, I could honestly replace him. He doesn't see the ball that much. I really could replace him with somebody much cheaper out there. Even putting A.D. Mitchell back as slot receiver probably wouldn't make a difference for my offense there. Defensively, I think we're pretty good. You know, I honestly can't really complain about too much here on defense, except for the fact that we can't stop anybody. So with that being said, guys, I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, make sure to drop a like in the video, and of course, hit that sub button down below. Let me know down below what overall you guys are, how your team is looking, and what players you guys look to pick up next. If you guys enjoyed this video, check out these.